Well, hey guys, thanks so much for joining us for another Sunday conversation. Today, we're going to be talking about this simple idea that when we know the whole story, the story looks different. And I want to talk about a specific verse that's found in Philippians chapter 4, verse 13. Now, you've probably heard it before, and if you're anything like me, you've maybe thought it through your head when you stepped up to home plate and tried to crush a home run. It's, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. And we see this on billboards, we see this at football stadiums, we see this on sports magazines. I mean, it seems like we see this verse everywhere. But what does it really mean? What does this idea that I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength, what does that mean for us? See, what's so interesting about this verse is Paul wasn't saying this verse when everything was going great. Now, he was writing this from prison. And actually, before he says these words, he says, look, whether I've got a lot or whether I've got a little, it doesn't even matter because I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. And I know personally, this verse, taken within context, has remained an anchor for me in seasons where I didn't think I'd make it through. See, I remember one year in particular, there was a bad rumor that was spread about me, and it seemed as if overnight I had lost all of my friends. And there was something so true about Paul's words that says, for I know whether I have a lot or whether I have little, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. So I don't know what your story is. I don't know where you're at today. I don't know what you're facing. Maybe a rumor was spread about you and you're having a really hard time navigating friendships. Or maybe with school being online, you're like, I feel like something's wrong inside and I'm always sad all the time and I can't get it together. Here's what I want you guys to know is that whether you have a little or whether you have a lot, Christ inside of you is the one who gives you strength. It doesn't come from your good grades. It doesn't come from how many rules you can keep. It doesn't come from any of that. It simply comes from the fact that Christ is alive inside of you. So as you go through this week, I want you to know that whether you have plenty or whether you have little, you can do all things through Christ who gives you strength. Thanks for hanging out today, guys. See you soon.